Remember that time you felt completely overwhelmed? It was like the walls were closing in and you couldn't catch your breath. You sat there, alone, feeling like no one could possibly understand what you were going through. The weight of your thoughts was almost too much to bear. Like the weight of the world was on your shoulders, pressing down with an intensity that made every step feel like a monumental effort. You tried to carry on, but the burden seemed to grow heavier with each passing day, and you weren't sure which direction to go. Every choice seemed fraught with uncertainty, and the fear of making the wrong decision paralyzed you. You stood there, at the crossroads of your life, feeling utterly lost and alone. Yeah, we've all been there. It's a shared experience, one that transcends backgrounds and circumstances. We all face moments of doubt and confusion, where the path ahead seems shrouded in fog. Your 20s are a roller coaster, man. One moment you're on top of the world, and the next you're plummeting into the depths of uncertainty. It's a wild ride, full of highs and lows, twists and turns. You're figuring out who you are, what you want to do, all while juggling work, relationships, and maybe a mountain of student debt. It's a lot. The pressure to succeed, to make something of yourself, can be overwhelming. You're constantly trying to balance your personal and professional life, often feeling like you're falling short in both areas. And sometimes it's easy to feel lost in the chaos. That's okay. It's normal to feel like you're just going through the motions, trying to keep your head above water. The hustle and bustle of life can make it hard to find your footing. It's normal to feel this way. You're not alone in your struggles. Many people are facing similar challenges, even if they don't always show it. It's important to acknowledge your feelings and understand that it's okay to not have everything figured out. This isn't just a phase. It's a crucial time to start prioritizing your mental health. Taking care of yourself is essential, especially during these formative years. It's about finding balance, setting boundaries, and making time for self-care. I remember when I landed my first real job after college. It felt like a major milestone, a step towards the future I had always envisioned. I thought it would bring a sense of accomplishment and stability. I thought I'd feel like I'd finally made it, but instead of feeling fulfilled, I was left with a sense of emptiness. The reality of the job didn't match the expectations I had built up in my mind. Instead, I felt more lost than ever. The responsibilities and pressures of the job were overwhelming. I found myself questioning my choices and wondering if I was on the right path. The pressure was intense, and I started having panic attacks. It was terrifying. The anxiety would hit me out of nowhere, leaving me breathless and scared. I felt like I was losing control. I felt like I was failing, like I wasn't strong enough to handle it. The weight of my responsibilities seemed insurmountable. I was constantly doubting myself and my abilities. I tried to ignore it, push it down, but it wouldn't go away. The more I tried to suppress my feelings, the more they seemed to bubble up to the surface. It was a constant battle within myself. That's when I realized I needed help. It was a difficult realization, but an important one. I couldn't keep going on like this, pretending everything was fine when it clearly wasn't. It took a while, but I finally opened up to a friend. I shared my struggles and fears, and it was a relief to finally let it out. My friend listened without judgment, offering support and understanding. He'd gone through something similar and encouraged me to talk to a therapist. His words gave me the push I needed to seek professional help. It was comforting to know that I wasn't alone in my struggles. It was one of the best decisions I ever made. Therapy provided a safe space to explore my feelings and work through my anxiety. It was a journey of self-discovery and healing. Talking to someone who understood, who could give me the tools to manage my anxiety, was life-changing. It wasn't an overnight fix, but it was a step in the right direction. I learned coping strategies and gained a better understanding of myself. Your 20s are a time of immense growth, but it can also be a time of intense pressure and uncertainty. It's a period of transition, where you're trying to find your place in the world. The expectations can be overwhelming, but it's also a time of opportunity and self-discovery. It's easy to feel like you're supposed to have it all figured out, but the truth is, no one does. Everyone is on their own journey, facing their own challenges. It's okay to take things one step at a time and not have all the answers. We're all just figuring it out as we go. Life is a series of trial and error, and it's okay to make mistakes along the way. Each experience, whether good or bad, is a learning opportunity. The important thing is to remember that you're not alone in this. There are people who care about you and want to support you. It's important to reach out and connect with others, especially during tough times. Millions of people your age are going through similar struggles. It's a common experience, and there's strength in knowing that you're not alone. Sharing your story can help others feel less isolated, and there's no shame in asking for help. Seeking support is a sign of strength, not weakness. It's a courageous step towards healing and growth. In fact, it's a sign of strength. It takes courage to acknowledge your struggles and seek the help you need. Remember, you're not alone, and there are resources and people ready to support you on your journey. Anxiety. It's that nagging voice in your head telling you that you're not good enough, that you're going to fail, that everyone is judging you. It's that feeling of unease, that tightness in your chest, that constant state of worry. And in your 20s, it can feel like anxiety is your constant companion. You're facing new challenges every day, job interviews, first apartments, serious relationships, financial responsibilities. It's a lot to handle, and it's perfectly normal to feel anxious sometimes. But when anxiety starts to take over your life, when it prevents you from doing the things you love or achieving your goals, it's time to take action. There are different types of anxiety disorders, each with its own set of symptoms. Generalized Anxiety Disorder, or GAD, is characterized by excessive worry about everyday things. Social Anxiety Disorder, or SAD, involves intense fear of social situations. Panic disorder causes sudden and intense episodes of fear, often accompanied by physical symptoms like a racing heart, sweating, and dizziness. It's important to remember that anxiety is not a weakness. It's often a sign that your brain is trying to protect you from perceived threats. But when those threats aren't real, or when your anxiety is out of proportion to the situation, it can be incredibly debilitating. The good news is that anxiety is highly treatable. With the right tools and support, you can learn to manage your anxiety and live a full and meaningful life. One effective way to manage anxiety is through journaling. Writing down your thoughts and feelings can help you process your emotions and identify patterns in your anxiety. Building a strong support system is also crucial. Surround yourself with friends and family who understand and support you. Social connections can provide a sense of belonging and reduce feelings of isolation. Mindfulness and relaxation techniques, such as deep breathing exercises, meditation, and yoga, can help calm your mind and reduce anxiety. These practices teach you to stay present and focused rather than getting lost in worries about the future. Regular physical exercise is another powerful tool for managing anxiety. Exercise releases endorphins, which are natural mood lifters. It also helps reduce stress and improve overall mental health. Setting realistic goals and breaking tasks into smaller, manageable steps can make overwhelming situations feel more achievable. This approach can help you regain a sense of control and reduce anxiety. Seeking professional help is always an option. Therapists and counselors can provide valuable guidance and support. Cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, is particularly effective for treating anxiety. It helps you identify and change negative thought patterns and behaviors. In some cases, medication may be necessary to manage anxiety. Consult with a healthcare professional to determine if this is the right option for you. Medication can help stabilize your mood and reduce symptoms, making it easier to engage in other forms of treatment. Self-care is essential for managing anxiety. Make time for activities that bring you joy and relaxation, whether it's reading, painting, or spending time in nature. Taking care of your physical health by eating well, getting enough sleep, and staying hydrated also plays a significant role in managing anxiety. Educating yourself about anxiety can empower you to take control of your mental health. There are many books, articles, and online resources available that provide valuable information and strategies for managing anxiety. Joining a support group can also be beneficial. Sharing your experiences with others who understand what you're going through can provide comfort and encouragement. Support groups offer a safe space to discuss your feelings and learn from others' experiences. Practicing gratitude can shift your focus from what's causing anxiety to what you're thankful for. Keeping a gratitude journal and regularly writing down things you're grateful for can help improve your overall outlook and reduce anxiety. Setting boundaries is important for protecting your mental health. Learn to say no to things that overwhelm you and prioritize activities that align with your values and well-being. This can help reduce stress and prevent burnout. Remember that managing anxiety is a journey, and it's okay to take it one step at a time. Celebrate your progress and acknowledge your growth, no matter how small. Every step forward is a victory. With patience, persistence, and the right support, you can overcome anxiety and build a fulfilling life. Believe in yourself and your ability to navigate this challenging time. You are stronger than you think. Anxiety does not empty tomorrow of its sorrows, but only empties today of its strength. Charles Spurgeon. Let this quote remind you that while anxiety may be a part of your journey, it doesn't define you. You have the power to take control and create a brighter future. Embrace the journey of self-discovery and growth. With each step, you'll find new ways to cope, new strengths within yourself, and a deeper understanding of who you are. Your 20s are a time of transformation, and managing anxiety is just one part of that process. So take a deep breath, trust in your resilience, and know that you are not alone. There is hope, there is help, and there is a future filled with possibilities. You have the strength to overcome anxiety and thrive in your 20s and beyond.